Hey y'all, David Madaffari here, St. George City Council candidate, District 4. I'm actually getting pretty good at saying that at the beginning of every video now. But I am here to talk a bit about a discourse that's happened. It started off early and it's starting to show up now a little more on comments, and I don't think it's a very appropriate way to be handling questions to the Home Rule Charter, and that is, I've seen a lot of this, and it's, well, where were you when the meetings were going on about the Home Rule Charter? I think that is very snobbish to ask that question, especially at this day and age when just because someone's not physically there doesn't mean that the person's not paying attention. We have videos of the council meetings. We can watch that. If you guys put me in office, the first thing I'm going to propose is that we get high-quality cameras and high-quality audio so we can at least really hear what's going on, and also have live chat and live commenting from people watching these meetings as they go on. I can say for certain that there are people that were at those meetings that were voicing opposition to the discussions that the Home Rule Charter Committee was making, and it clearly did not make a difference because from what I understand from those people personally, nothing that they suggested or objected to was ever considered. And if I combine that with the fact that, again, with the salary meeting on January 14th, there was 100 people there that voiced their opinion, and it was not adhered to. They went along and they reduced the salary some, but it was not enough to what we were asking the council to do. So to ask where people were in these meetings about when they're questioning the Home Rule Charter is a very, to me it sounds like we don't really have good answers to give you to support our position on the Home Rule Charter, so we're just going to attack you for where were you then. I don't think it's to me it's 2025. We have ways that people are paying attention, and this issue has at least, which I'm happy about, has created the engagement that needs to be had. But to question someone's commitment based on whether they could physically show up to a meeting that's at 5 o'clock in one of the most traffic-ridden parishes in the country, it's a little disingenuous. And I would hope that we can get past that, because I know we're going to be continuing to get those questions asked. I do not blame people who cannot make to meetings, but that doesn't mean that they're not informed and that their questions are not uninformed. And so let's try and stick to the questions that are being asked about the Home Rule Charter, point them to the information, and if someone has a different opinion, that is okay. There's going to be a vote on Saturday that will help us determine which direction the people of St. George will go. And because of everything that we're seeing, I think it's going to be a well-informed decision, because the information on both sides is out there. You can find it. There's people for it and there's people who are against it. And you can find that information and you can make your own determination for that. And I just am asking those who are questioning commitment of candidates or citizens about why they weren't there when something was being decided. The simple answer is, this is supposed to be a representative government representing the people. And if something doesn't go quite the way that the representatives thought they were, then they must not have been that they knew their citizens well enough to make those decisions. If the citizens decide to go a different direction, then that's just how it is, and we have to move on from that. So what do you think about some of this talk about the where were you during these committee meetings back in late fall and December?